Today, we're joined by SJSU Online student Doris Alejos, who's going to discuss how enrolling with SJSU Online provided access to additional valuable experiences like the SJSU Leadership and Career Certificate Program. Thanks for chatting with me today, Doris.
Hi, how are you, Brian?
I'm good. Looking forward to today's conversation.
Good.
So before we get into the topic for today, I was hoping you could help our viewers learn a little bit more about you and how you got to where you are. Can you share a few of the significant moments that shaped who you are and led you to become an SJSU Online student?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Doris Alejos. I am from Peru, and I have been working for more than 50 years in this educational field. I'm working for Santa Clara County Office of Education as associate teacher, and now I continue reaching my goal that is get my bachelor in San Jose State. What has shaped me? It's I believe in education. That's the first thing. I believe in education, and I want to inspire other people to reach their goal, to have the same feelings that I'm having now, to, to have my goal, to reach my goal. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the time. The thing is, help my people around me to reach their goals. And another thing is like after finish the leadership program, I think that I have the tools that I needed to become an ambassador.
Awesome. Thanks for introducing yourself, Doris. Yeah, I know we've gotten to know each other a little bit, and it's just so great to hear how you're able to continue your work with the County Office of Education while also pursuing your degree through SJSU Online. And I know that, you're a very goal-oriented and very inspirational and motivational person. So glad to have you as part of our community and as an ambassador, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So first, I was wondering if you can just provide us with a little bit of background about the Leadership Certificate Program. How did you find out about it when you became an SJSU Online student, and why was it interesting or of interest to you?
Well, when I was taking my classes, I was in my second semester, I think, and I received one email from Caroline, who is our program advisor, and I read the email and what the program was offering me to become a better leadership. I think everybody has these skills of leadership. So I think, okay, let's go do it. I want to learn more about this leadership because in any career, you will need to know how to communicate people your ideas. So that's why because I want to be a positive leader. That's why I want to share my ideas with the other people in the right way. That happened.
Awesome. Yeah, one, it's just good to hear about how you found out about it. I think we want to make people help them understand that, by enrolling in SJSU Online, you get access to all these other resources and opportunities that exist at SJSU, like this leadership program that you found out about through an email. And I definitely agree with your kind of overall philosophy in that everyone is a leader and can become a better leader. And it's all about just getting more practice in and sharpening those skills. And that's what I wanted to talk about next. I was wondering if you can share maybe one or two examples of some of the experiences that you went through as you were completing the certificate program.
Well, when I was in the certificate program, I feel all the time very supported. That's amazing that people that even though it was on online class, I have almost everyday contact with them with the emails, and there was one time per month, I think, that we have a kind of Zoom video between all of us to share our experience, how we are doing. So that means they really want us to improve our leadership skills. So one thing there's three things that I can say about that. It's about, one is I learned how to start my resume since scratch, since the beginning. And then they give us videos and examples how we can have a very good resume. And that's very important. Like I said, it's very important in any field. And then the other thing is like I was improving my way how to communicate with people, how to interact with them. They were teaching me how to think first about the other person, about their religion, about how the community, how to respect their ideas before to give them some information. That's a good leader can do it. And also how to help people around you to read to improve those leader skills. That's the very important. And then the other thing that got my attention and I did this semester is, well, it's to be studying in other countries, that transfer student. Oh, that was amazing. I did by myself. I traveled this time, but that's another important thing that many people, we don't have to the time to look deep on that. But in the program is when you can learn many things about this. It's different topics, but the most important for me was about the resume and the skills that I have to improve to become a better leader.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a really well-rounded experience and program. You touched upon this idea of how the importance of communication in both of your responses so far. Oh,
I
are you
don't know if
holding up
you
your
can see it.
certificate?
Oh yeah, I want to try to show you my certificate, and this is that I asked them because I couldn't be in the award, so I asked them to send them the was the gala the how we call this the
Oh, yeah. The SJSU Leadership Gala.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my name is here, and that feel me proud of myself. They
Oh,
send me.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I request them to send them, please, because I want to have this. Like it's something like you make them feel proud, right? And then they send me this, and they send me this beautiful. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Look at what I received.
Hmm.
So, it's, and then I continued. And the good thing is that I'm still having those. If I want to remember something, that link of that class is still in my Canvas. So if I want, there is something that I want to remember about the certificate program, I can go back and check. That's I
Oh,
do
that's awesome.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you shared all that additional from. I mean, one, it was cool to see just the like really tangible things that you got from it, like the certificate and
Yes.
the program from the leadership gala with your name recognized in there, and the SJSU swag, and just to know like it wasn't just the experience that you had then, but like you said, you have these resources that you can refer back to,
Exactly.
and there were these very it sounds like very transferable and really like applicable experiences that you had within the program, thinking about a lot of the like intercultural and intergroup communication, thinking about how you can translate that to your resume to improve how you're communicating who you
Exactly.
are and what experiences that you've had. And I think that
Mm.
actually leads us into our next question. And just thinking about, can you share some examples of how you've applied what you've learned and experienced from the leadership certificate program since then? I know you referenced the ambassador position earlier, and I think there were a couple of other initiatives that you were a part of this summer that you wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, like ambassador, I was able to, of course, use the new skills that I learned in the certificate program, and I was able to reach students and staff, and I feel like I was kind of bridge or gap that help my classmates to connect with the teachers. So that's amazing. It's make them to feel more confident, more comfortable. Like I was saying many times during the time that I was giving those vertical videos, and then when I was telling some tips, my favorite tip is ask all the time. Ask. You need to, if you know your teachers are all the time able to contact you to help you, but if they don't know that you really need a help, that's why the time say ask, email them. They will contact you immediately. I'm sure about that. That's why things I having a good grades because of that, because I communicate with my teachers. And then and that's one thing that I learned from the certificate program too, to be more to spoke, to be more open, to talk when I need something. Don't be shy to open my mind, to open my mouth and talk with other ones. Don't keep the things by myself. It's because that's the best way that people know what are your needs, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I think now, yeah, in each of these responses, you really talked about just the overall importance of communication, right?
Excellent.
Thinking about communicating what your needs are, using communication as a form to advocate, for yourself, for your peers, as a way to organize people, share resources, to help one another, and just to overall improve everyone's experiences. And I definitely saw you doing that throughout your experience as an ambassador, and I was really grateful to have you in the role where you were creating helpful resources and messages for current students and prospective students, and organizing opportunities for students. I think when we talked last time too, you also talked about a petition that you were working on too. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. That's one of the important things, and I feel proud to be part of this student petition. It's, when I, like an ambassador and applying my knowledge about how to be a good leader, I have the opportunity to interact with many of my classmates, like I told you before. So, and I build a kind of a friendship with them because we will continue like more than 2 years, taking in the same program. So it's better to know people, how to build a relationship, and to have a better grades that help you too. So one of those students is Lucia Sanchez, and she shares with me the idea about the fully online dual credential program petition. Um, Lucia, she make a research finding a way that what universities will give us the opportunity to continue getting our credential, and there is no any university that will have this option, the full online. So Lucia, she felt confident. I think I built that being an ambassador, and then she shared those ideas with me. And I was supporting since day one. I was supporting her with that. I was, where she needs email people. And then she was sharing, okay, what do you think about this, Miss Doris? I said, okay, let's go do it. It's like I told you at the beginning, every person has those leadership skills. So in some way, I was helping her to develop those leadership skills. She first felt confident. She shared with me, but at the same time, I was like letting her to do the things and become a leader too. That's I was trying to do. And then as an ambassador, I share information with my classmates, and together we hope to start the first full online dual credential program of this kind in San Jose State, and the first in the state of California. So let's go see. We have a meeting that this month. We have a meeting. Let's go see how they think. I feel so confident. I feel very confident, and I will still using my skill like ambassador, and let's go see how the things go. I think everybody's will be very positive.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for sharing that example with us. I mean, it was just great to hear one, how, for you and your classmates, you've identified a need and conducted some research and advocated for your needs, and communicated that to the different parties that you need to communicate with, and that you're able to have further conversation about it. And another thing I think you highlighted that was really important too is that you talked about how you saw it as your role as a leader to help others become leaders as well. And I think, that's probably another outcome and benefit that you got from going through that leadership certificate program, is just to pass on, the lessons that you've learned, and help others become leaders, become better leaders. Like we talked about, everyone I think can be a leader, but become better leaders through getting that additional practice in, and with sharpening their skill sets. So thanks for sharing.
Sure.
Well, awesome. Well, again, thank you just for taking the time to chat with me today, and for sharing your insights about the value of SJSU Online. And thank you to our viewers for watching. As always, to everyone, please comment on this video. If you have any questions or feedback, visit our SJSU Online website to learn more about our programs and to get connected with our enrollment counselors. That's all for today. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.